made my official announcement that I'm going to be running for Washington County Sheriff's Department, and I wanted to just make my first statement about that in saying that I think we're all very aware that the way that police operate in the United States today is not appropriate and needs to be changed. The entire thought process of how we deal with crime needs to be changed. Why crime exists and how to better prevent it, those kind of questions need to be asked. And Tim Helder is third generation American law enforcement, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He needs to go. He is a quintessential, Ozarks sheriff, and we all know what those guys are like. And I have spent a lot of time getting to know him and the inner workings of his agency personally. And I am going to lay out over the next year and a half exactly why he needs to go and the entire department needs to be reformed. Okay, that's going to be it. That's going to be the premise of my campaign, is that Tim Helder is old school cop doing it old school cop way. He wears a cowboy hat just like Wyatt Earp. And it's time for Tim Helder to pack his stuff and leave. Go back out and live in the woods with, your hillbilly buddies. It's time for intelligent people who are compassionate and care about human beings and don't violate civil rights and, subject people to cruel and unusual punishment and things like that. If you're going to be a criminal yourself and violate the Constitution of the United States, it's time for you to stop doing your job and maybe even face some, civil and criminal lawsuits yourself, maybe spend some time in jail yourself. But nevertheless, that's another issue. I'm going to run for Washington County Sheriff because somebody needs to replace Tim Helder, and he's gone uncontested the last few elections, so, as far as I can tell. So it's time for Tim Helder to get contested, and since nobody wants to stand up and do it, I'm going to stand up and do it because I have plenty of reason. He's violated all kinds of my civil rights and, every kind of right that a human being has. Tim Helder's violated those, including participating in the kidnapping of my children. Okay, so that gives me another personal reason as well as another just legal reason and another reason that the general public shouldn't stand for him being a sheriff of a county when he is involved in so many crimes himself. Okay, so it's time for him to go. I'm going to try to replace him. Hopefully someone will replace him. If it's not me, then hopefully it'll be just about anyone else. But Tim Helder's going to get replaced, and I'm going to try to replace him. I'm running for Washington County Sheriff because he's a crooked Ozark sheriff, and it's time for him to go and for some ethical crime prevention to take its place. And as sheriff, I'm going to deal with all sorts of crimes that are being committed by all sorts of people in Washington County. I'm going to take care of all the crime in Washington County as the sheriff in an intelligent way. Not with a gun and a cowboy hat like Wyatt Earp. We're going to handle shit smart and intelligently, like intelligent people who do intelligent things and are rational and compassionate, not bullies and criminals like Tim Helder and the guys working for him at the Washington County Sheriff's Department. I can name names and days and cite times and dates and cell blocks. You know that? I'm gonna name times, dates, and cell blocks that we can pull video from, and I'm going to specifically show video of officers inside the Washington County Sheriff's Department committing crimes, violating people's rights, brutalizing people. They did it every day, all day long. That's the thing. It's not hard. It's not like, oh my God, he hacked in and got something. No, you understand? Everybody inside of the Washington County Detention Center gets their rights violated on a daily basis. Some much worse than others, right? Especially if you're black. Know what I mean, Tim? If you're black in the Washington County Detention Center, ooh, lots of videos about those guys. I used to tweet them out on Twitter. And when it used to happen, I used to call my mom and I used to say, hey, Mom, make a post on Twitter about cell block H, March 30th or April 15th, and then the person's name. I documented all of that stuff in the moment when it happened. That's the stuff I'm going to refer to in my campaign for Washington County Sheriff. I'm going to say Tim Helder should not be the Washington County Sheriff when he is allowing, permitting, and encouraging African American men to be targeted and have the shit beat out of them, brutalized in the Washington County Sheriff's Department, or have people be murdered inside the Washington County Sheriff's Department under his watch. That's not the kind of stuff sheriffs should do. So I'm going to run for sheriff. Have a good day.